And I want to close this by talking about maybe the greatest songwriter of all time with the most average to not good singing voice ever. On the plane ride home, told you I tried to watch that Hunger Games prequel and it was a no for me. And I just kind of flipped through everything else and they had A Complete Unknown, which is the Bob Dylan biopic starring Timothy Chalamet as Bob Dylan. And I was like, okay, yeah. Because what I've always said, I've always kind of gotten the hot take of this. Because, guys know I love dinosaur rock. I love classic rock music. And I've always said, I think Bob Dylan, short of Lennon McCartney, he might be the greatest songwriter of all time. Like his lyrics, his arrangements, his composition, everything about his songs are amazing. I just feel like he can't sing. And I feel like it's kind of cruel, for God to give somebody that much talent and then forget to give them a singing voice. That's what I always kind of joke about. And I think that kind of gets some people riled up. Like maybe you're just not listening to it right. You get like people like that with Bob Dylan. And what I try to explain is like, you're not understanding what I'm saying. What I'm saying is Bob Dylan has such immense talent. He can't even sing, and I will still listen to him. That's how good he is. And this movie was excellent. I love a biopic. I'm not gonna lie. If it's done well, I really, really enjoy it. Like I love Ray. I love Walk the Line. Bohemian Rhapsody was okay. The Whitney Houston movie could have been better, So I was like, I'm always kind of iffy on these. I like the Elton John one. Them actually making it a full musical was kind of like, I don't know about that. But this was well done. Now I'm going to say, look, I cannot vouch for the accuracy of this. I've heard that the director said he wanted to kind of make it more like a dream sequence, more so than a documentary. So there's things that happened later that happened earlier in the movie, and things that happened in the same place that happened in different places, like him getting electric and getting booed at that festival and things like that. So some things have been kind of moved around, but overall, I have to say, look, when I saw Timothy Chalamet was cast, I was like, that's not who I would have picked, man. Oh yeah, he's got curly hair, so he gets to be Bob Dylan now. And it wasn't because I didn't think that Chalamet wasn't capable of doing it. I just think he's always got one of those faces that looks like he's 15. No matter what, he looks like he's 15 years old. He's like early Leo. Early Leo always looked young. Same thing with Chalamet. He's a wonderful actor, superbly talented, and he understands the assignment. He always does his homework for every role. With this, I was like, I don't really know about this. I have to tip my hat because he learned how to play guitar. He learned how to play harmonica. He watched the mannerisms, everything. He nailed the talking voice. I actually think he might be a little bit of a better singer, of course, but I respect the hell out of him for actually learning to do these things and making it authentic. Because, like with the Elvis movie, I was like, look, I love Austin Butler. No one can sing like Elvis, I was like, someone could probably sing like Bob Dylan. And he does a great, great job of this. I can't recall the actress's name right now. The one playing Joan Baez, amazing singer. Like she was spot on. So just those two alone, and Johnny Cash was really, really great in the movie. So it's one of those, I think, that if you just enjoy a good biopic, if you think that Bob Dylan has great music, you're going to have a good time. Again, big, huge Bob Dylan fans might be like I was with the Elvis movie and you're calling out inaccuracies the whole time. Maybe you might do that. You might be like, this isn't accurate, it didn't happen this way or whatever. But as a biopic, if you know like the bare bones and you just want to be there for some good tapping your foot time, sing along to like a Rolling Stone or something, I think you're going to have a blast with it. So incredibly well acted. I think that there's no one in this. Edward Norton was amazing in this movie. Just an excellent flick. And I think we've seen an overabundance of biopics the last few years, but this one definitely deserves to be talked about a lot more than I feel like it did. And I think it did get Oscar nominations. I think Timothy Chalamet actually got an Oscar nomination, which he should, for just what he learned how to do for this movie. But very good. It's one of those where I was like, I wish it had been like an hour longer and kind of really slow roll some of these things because it's an excellent flick. And I think they do. Like my wife can't. I listen to Bob Dylan. She's like, but even she thought it was pretty good, And it's a great movie, man. It really, really is. And my hot take again, like I said about Bob Dylan, is I always think that covers of his songs are better than his songs. But this has got me kind of listening to a lot more of his versions since I got home and stuff. And Hard Rain's Gonna Fall has just been in my head for a week now. It's great stuff. So my Bob Dylan hot takes aside, again, I prop the guy up, put him on a pedestal, and say how amazing he is. But then I say he can't sing, and people get mad about it. But hey, we all have hot takes now and then, and that is mine. But definitely check that flick out, guys, because it was really, really good.